Welcome to Part 7 in a series of videos about enrollment management optimization. This is Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com, helping you to advance in the field of enrollment management. In the previous videos, I provided information about the mostly controllable system within the EMO for re-enrolling students. In this video, we will talk about the influenceable and mostly uncontrollable categories for the re-enrolling segment, not the newly enrolling group. Let's begin with the influenceable category. The first in this category is image pool and discipleship. The image pool refers to the information that is shared from one person or one group to another person or another group. Unfortunately, the information can be based on experience in your process and programs or perceptions of your process and programs. It can be a mix of fact or fiction. It's perceptions. These perceptions, however, can be from anyone, including people who have not engaged with your school in any manner. That's unfortunate, but that is how the amorphous image pool works. When the image of the school creates a person who is ecstatic about their experience with the educational program and operations, you gain a disciple. Disciples should be a key part of your strategy. Anytime you can build them, maintain them, or give them tools to create more, you should. Here are some positive image pool examples. The faculty are great. The theater program is unbelievable. The advisor program helps my child to be successful. The reading program for kindergarten works so well in advancing the children's skills. They believe in diversity in words and in deeds. My children come home so excited about their day. The new crime fiction course is amazing. They live their mission. Here are some potential negative examples. The faculty spend too much time on the weaker students. The athletic facilities aren't as good as other schools. The head of school can't be trusted. There aren't enough advanced placement courses. College counseling doesn't know what they're doing. They have a lot of students with major learning disabilities. The students are all rich snobs. Schools need to give time and attention to the image pool, which sometimes means recruiting your disciples to spread positive information or counter negative ones. The next system, competition, involves modifications, additions, and deletions to the educational program and operations in order to be competitive or more competitive in some manner. This includes both reactive and proactive adjustments. For example, Scenario 1. You have been dominated by the athletic program from a competitor school. Your response: add additional athletic facilities. Scenario 2. Everyone has the advanced placement courses, but no one has the International Baccalaureate program. Your response: you add the International Baccalaureate program. Scenario 3. You have been offering long period classes for decades. Other schools are now starting to use them. Your response: create a summer workshop for training teachers on best practices in teaching long period classes. Become the expert in teaching long period classes. You can't always keep up with the Joneses, so you need to be selective in combating the competition. Look for your own advantages that would add value to your educational service in the minds of the customer. Cost is the next system. One typically thinks only about tuition with this one, but there are a lot more costs to think about. In addition to actual dollars, time has a cost, change has a cost, image has a cost, to name a few. Cost refers to all expenses or trade-offs that a family incurs physically and emotionally. Here are some examples. Second year of tuition costs. Changing divisions. Now they are required after-school activities. Activity fees. Getting to see your child's performance when you work far away. Expected participation in the annual fund. Leaving your neighborhood playmates and going out of the school district. Logistics around having children in different schools. Paying local taxes for education which the family isn't using. Costs will be weighed against the benefits, which are the educational programs and operations. Always look to improve the value for the customer. The next system, motivation, is about why families will give up their free public school option and choose your school over the others. What is the problem to solve, desire to fulfill, or need to satisfy? For re-enrolling families, they may enter with one motivation and change to another as a bigger priority. They are learning to provide the best education for their children, and this may lead to change from their starting motivation. For example, a person may enroll their child in a Quaker school because of its strong academic reputation and placement into colleges. They don't fully embrace the Quaker portion prior to experiencing it, but the school has a great brand. After 1 year, they fully understand the Quaker aspect of their child's educational experience. Quakerism has become a motivation for their child attending the school, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Here are examples of motivation for re-enrolling families. I see my child's growth. I needed a school with the strongest academic program. The diverse range of activities is keeping my child loving school she didn't before. It follows my family's tradition of attending a boarding school. Faculty know my child, and he responds well to that type of attention. My child is growing his perspective of the world around him. I wanted my child to be able to play her sport in college. My child is thriving with a balanced curriculum. Next, we move to the mostly uncontrollable category and to discuss the environmental system. This system is the outside world making rules, taking actions, and manipulating the environment that affects the enrollment process. This one has a significant overlap with the newly enrolling EMO. Here are some examples: government laws and policies, state of the economy, town vouchers which can be used to pay your school's tuition, safety in your community, quantity of full-pay families in your market, enrollment limitations based on ordinances, physical space limitations based on ordinances, incidents such as SARS and teacher strikes. The environmental system is mostly uncontrollable. Sometimes you can influence the politics around a decision, but mostly you have to deal with the situation. Other times you can take advantage of them, i.e., a strong economy or a poor public school system. This video completes the entire enrollment management optimization model. Your task is to take this information and shape it for your school. I would recommend that you determine which systems need the most attention and start with them first. Among the group, you must take on the leadership one. In my experience, leadership has been the deterrent to a successful EMO. I am Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com, helping you to advance in the field of enrollment management.